Nice. You don't see it, but RS came out in the dash. Okay, so welcome to another episode of Makina Auto Features. Syempre excited ako. You know when things are new? Like, di ba? Syempre pag bago, things are exciting, right? Parang relationship, di ba? Tas mamaya magmumura na kayo. Takin na kasi Zach eh. Gulo-gulo mo eh. La. Joke lang. May hugot yun ah.
Magpakasaya mamayang gabi, makalimot na ng ilang sandali, magbihis ka na, sunduin kita. Alas 10:30 magdamag ang lakad hanggang umaga. Oras natin ngayon, huwag mo nang isipin, mawawala tayo sa dilim.
So HRV, according to Honda, stands for High Rider Revolutionary Vehicle. It is a subcompact crossover SUV. This first came out in 1998. It stopped production in 2006, and then it came back into full swing in 2013. Now we have this looker of a crossover SUV.
So we're now at 6,431 kilometers, and alam mo, sometimes kasi in the moto or auto media world, minsan nag-uunahan lahat. Everybody wants to give out the first review. Actually, I don't mind if I'm like one of the last to use it. Gaya nito, 6,000 plus na yung ginamit. Mas preferred ko nga yung gano'n kasi mas real world yung nagamit na yung kotse. Ano ba yung pakiramdam ng sasakyan pag nandito na yung 6,000 kilometer range. So ito, it's not too big and yet it's not too small. I got a lot of space. Everything feels nice and spacious in this one. Pati yung likod, maganda rin yung legroom. This is what I like about this one. Pampamilya, this is a great choice. You don't want to use a sedan, you don't want to use a super malaking auto. HRV sakto.
So the HRV has three variants sa bansa natin. Meron tayong S, meron tayong V, and meron tayong RS. Essentially, yung S wala po siyang leather seats, it comes with smaller wheels, at wala siyang turbo. The V and the RS medyo mas madikit yung features nila. The S variant is priced at 1,389,000. Tapos yung next variant, the V, yung price increase niya is a bit more significant. We are now at 1,649,000. So sa V, ito may turbo na siya, iba na yung gulong, tapos leather seats na siya. Although less sporty siya compared to the RS version. So konting tumbling na lang and we're talking about a 90,000 peso difference. Nandito na po tayo sa RS variant. This is the top of the line ng HRV series dito sa bansa natin. Ngayon, I'm gonna get into which of the three is, for me, a good buy. I'll talk about that later on. I mean, if you had the cash and if you want to consider long-term value, where will I save more money in the end? Ano yung mas mag-retain ng kanyang market value sa second-hand market? I'm gonna get into that later on. So right off the bat, wheels niya, it's different. We have 18-inch wheels. So yung exterior niya, it's got an RS look, very sporty looking. Meron tayong LED sequential turn lights, 8-way power adjustable driver seat. Meron tayong Honda lane watch. We have dual zone automatic air conditioning. All of these initial right off the bat features sa top of the line natin na RS, which is pretty okay. We're talking about features here that you can find sa mga 2.5 million or some of the other crossover SUVs that are below 3 million. Yung HRV RS, lalaban yan sa mga yon. Engine, although it is only a 1.5, turbo naman siya. It's a VTEC Turbo CVT. And I think it is a treat to get some turbo action off the shelf. Diba? Wala ka nang gagawin mods. I know it's an SUV-S crossover. It's not really a sports car. But the idea na meron kang ganong klaseng performance within this variant, I think is pretty okay. It's not for everybody. I know some will think na it's an HRV. What am I gonna do with that? I'm not gonna race with it, right? Diba? But for me, I think the idea na meron siyang ganon, okay na rin, diba? So the combination of the engine and with this turbo, so it's gonna give you that bit of an umph, pero hindi siya gas guzzler, diba? Tipid pa rin siya sa gasolina. Torque natin, we are at 240 Nm, and then yung ating horsepower, we are at 177 at 6,000 RPM. Not bad.
gathered in their masses, just like we.
So it is raining and I can appreciate this na hindi makalansing yung ulan natin sa bubong ng auto. So there's some sort of deadening going on there because it's still pretty quiet. So plus points on that one. I mean, in its price range, it's a relatively quiet car. It's not as loud. I'm not hearing a lot of road to tire noise, and I'm just hearing a constant. But it's not jarring. It's kind of soothing actually to my ears at least.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep, we will find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world.
Okay, so we got a McPherson strut here.
This is a McPherson strut type, and then this is a lower arm assembly.
Okay.
Stabilizer link.
Stabilizer link. Yan yung mga usually palitan, di ba?
Damage po. Wilson alloys.
Okay, that's what they usually change. So pretty solid naman yung McPherson strut design ng Honda. It's pretty solid. And if we're looking at what's under here as well, same thing on the other side. This is where our catalytic is. This one looks like underneath. You see some protection that they have here for under the, yung mga protection nila from under the engine. So moving over here naman, yeah, it's pretty clean sa ilalim. And this is our rear suspension as well. Our rear suspension, taking a look, showing you everything. Ito yung ating resonator, sir. Resonator natin ito nasa likod. And rear exhaust goes out here. So you can see, before you guys go into tuning and all of that stuff, you have to understand what's going on underneath, and you can see what's going on. I think they should consult with the experts like you guys kung ano yung dapat papalitan and all of that. So usually palitan stabilizer link, no? Yung mga unang bumibigay. Pero matibay naman lahat, no? It's kasi Honda. Those are our shocks. Okay, let's take a close look at what's happening inside the cockpit of the Honda HRV RS Turbo. First and foremost, let's appreciate our dash. It's actually very plain, very simple. Elegante naman siya, very crisp yung kulay niya, malutong, very sharp, okay naman yung labas niya. And when we go to our steering wheel, yung controls natin, ang magiging function nito is gonna be there actually. As you can see, I can switch from trip A to trip B if I hit source. So, yan yung mga pwede nating up, down, up, down. Basically, scroll styles naman siya. Although you may feel na simple lang siya, marami naman siyang pwedeng puntahan. As you can see, a lot of things you can tinker with. Speed, time, range, your tachometer, your warning devices, and all of that. So, a lot of things. Kung ikaw ay may utak at hindi ka tatanga-tanga, you're gonna be able to figure that out easy. Access phone calls through this one. The symbols pretty much explain what it is. You got your cruise control, your automatic riding modes, and all of that. If you go to this side, this is where you can access your drive mode, eco, normal, or sport mode. We have been on sport mode. So once you're in P, you're in P. If you want to take out that park mode, go to drive over here, presses down, and you're good. What I'm also appreciating here, kunyari, di ba, nagpark ka matagal sa araw, sobrang init sa loob, you can just hit max cool already. Tas full on na siya, thermostat sagad, full blown na siya kagad, and just click of a button, you don't have to fiddle with anything para mag-cool yung sakyan ang mabilis. Knobs and quality of our cockpit, okay naman. This one is not quite in the 2 million peso range in terms of plastics and what you have and all the stitchings and all of that. Although magandang quality naman yung nakikita natin dito, it's still within that price range na tama naman. It's just right for what you're getting, what you pay for. I appreciate this. You can spread out the airflow by putting it here. So this one, it's gonna have air that's just more spread coming out of this vent as opposed to dito na parang recta. In terms of quality of the fabrics with our innards here, pretty good. Yeah, that's our vanity mirror, and it's got a light, so nice touch there. On the right side, it's also the same. Top controls here, pretty straight up, easy to understand. Mirrors are all right, and meron din siyang anti-glare at night, so okay din siya. The seat I'm digging. You get this in the RS version. Maganda naman siya. Side panels are also okay. Kung meron dito siguro hindi up to par with everything else, I would say it would be maybe this one compared to what you get from here. Parang ibang level yung dito, mas maganda siya. This one is not bad too. As you can see sa ilaw, sabog yung ilaw, so it's producing a nice soft sheen. In terms of our entertainment system, although I get what Honda's doing here, and it's parang proportion naman siya, pero there's this feeling that you just kind of put it there. So what I would want to see in this price range is, syempre we're pushing manufacturers to improve, diba? As customers, like for example, yung mga aircon vents natin, baka pwede siya ibaba dito. This can maybe go a bit thicker, just a bit, you know, just a bit higher, maybe, what's that, an inch? And then you can integrate like a display that's gonna be within the dash, without getting in the way of vents. Mas mababa to ng konti, pero integrated siya dito, streamline, tapos magkaka-aircon ka, tapos streamline na. I think I would have a nice, super clean look. It's not interfering with the whole line of the dash where it's going like this, and then boop, meron kang entertainment system, and then it goes back to that. So I would think that integrating your entertainment system within the dash would be really, really good. Quality of the switches are okay. What I appreciate is when you first ride in here, it is going to tell you safety reminders right away. Like for example, it says fasten your seatbelt. There's also a part here wherein it tells you who's not wearing a seatbelt. So for example, the car can tell if there's somebody seated at the passengers in the front or in the rear, and it's gonna have an X kung hindi sila naka-seatbelt. So it reminds you already, hey, you gotta wear the seatbelt. In my case, I'm the only one in the car. Ako lang naka-X dito, so therefore I have to wear my seatbelt. That's the space you get there. Nice quality for your elbow rest. Nice touch on the aluminum brushed shifter. Okay, so if I have a little small issue here with the compartment here, obviously meron kang USB port dito, it's gonna connect to your phone, pwede ka na mag Android Auto, and you're gonna put your phone over here, right? So at least with a Z Fold 4, you'd think na eksakto siya na kung hindi kasama yung cable, pasok siya. But because there's a cable sticking out, it won't fit. Mapipuwersa yung cable mo. Yan ang ano ko lang dito, parang they should have made it bigger. Actually, yan, pipilitin natin. Pero ramdam mo may puwersa. Maybe a smaller one na may ano. Anyway, and then I realized, teka lang, akala may paraan kung paano ito gagawin. So, ito siya ngayon. There's actually a nook here, and that's where I can put it na walang problema sa kable. Oh, see? Sakto lang siya. Great job, Honda, for thinking of that too. There are a lot of clever things going on in this car na nakakatuwa. Those are our mags. It comes with Blue Earth XT Yokohama. Very, very good quality. I really can't complain. Nice touch also. You got some ribs over here. Kumbaga sa condom, it's ribbed. There's little things that the Japanese think of. Looking at the glove, but I think it would be nice if you open this. There's going to be like a little pilot light in there. That would be a nice touch to it. Leather, okay. Okay upholstery, really good. Pull that. Now, I appreciate that I can see a lot of the guts here. It's not like yung mga ibang modern cars ngayon na nakatakip na lang lahat and I don't know what's going on. Everything is maayos naman. They maximize the space. It's not pahaba. Para siyang kumbaga landscape siya. Layout niya. It gave us more space inside because ito yung layout niya sa likod. Plus yung trunk space natin, they kinda gave up a bit of trunk space para mas komportable yung mga tao. In terms of noise, some of the things, should you wish to really dampen this, you can add more insulation over here on the side. Yes, you can see this is latang-lata na siya. It's bare metal. And if you want to even dampen or isolate noise, you can put acoustics over here on the side too. Singitan mo lang ng acoustics sa gilid. Although sa loob naman,
For the HRV, no need. It's relatively quiet naman. One of the things that is very important for me is meron pa tayong paglalagyan ng mogu-mogu ko. Now, just to tell you, I am not an endorser for mogu-mogu. Gusto ko lang talaga siya. Kasi parang umiinom ka, tas parang mamaya kailangan mo ngumuya. Tsaka masarap siya. Anyway, this is my car companion. Kasha ang mogu-mogu, baby. Good job, Honda. At this price range, I mean, this is the RS Turbo, right? Feeling ko sa price range ito, to push Honda even more, to give more value to us, maybe meron na siyang automatic lift, like when you click it, it's gonna open itself, or like part of the remote, you just click it and the trunk will pop open. Kunyari, may dala kang mga groceries and all of that. I think that would be really, really nice if it had that. At this price range, 1.7 M plus, baka pwede na nila idagdag yung mga madaliit na kapritsyo ng mga ganyan. So, space-wise, as you can see, bitin. What is bitin for me? Bitin sa akin is pag hindi kasya ang gitara sa likod. Pag hindi kasya gitara dyan, bitin sa akin ang trunk space. However, I can put my guitar stuff here naman at the rear seat, so I can do that no problem. If you need more space though, what I truly appreciate, you can just bring this thing down and all of a sudden you have so much space. So nakalagay ako dito noong isang araw, meron akong dineliver, meron akong balikbayan box na dumating. I could fit 2 balikbayan boxes here, easy, no problem. Pag ganyang level na, yan ang laki na, diba? Laki ng space. Zoom in. One of the ingenious ways on how they were able to maximize space, when you fold this whole thing moves forward. Look. See how that thing is moving forward? That's how Honda was able to maximize space. It's just not a folding. So yung folding part mo, see? So trim, everything seems to be okay naman at par. I would say lang this plastic part here is not up to par with the rest. I mean, you can visually see it in person, you'll notice that too. I like how this is integrated here at the side. The door handle. Yeah. Handlebar there. Door handle here. Sarado test. Parang ref ba? Parang ref. Parang ref ba yung harap? Parang ref. Or I'm also digging our sound system. You got your little speaker over there, your tweeter, and you got your woofer over there. So actually yung sounds dito sa Honda is pretty nice. I must appreciate that. So in terms of space at the back, we have one here, although it says, if you see the sign there, it's not used for cups. Talagyan niya ng mga anik-anik, maybe some keys, coins, you know, stuff like that. So you got space here, utilized also with your door handle. You got space over there. You have 2 cup holders over here in the middle that can also serve as an armrest. So 2 there, and on the other side it's mirroring everything. So at the front, like what I said, you got space here for anik-aniks on the left side, and you got space for your mogu-mogu, your tumbler here, 2 here, stuff for your coins. You can put your phone over there, and mirror image on the side as well. So in terms of how to adjust the seat, it's electronic, so it can go forward, it can go up as well. As you can see, this is for the backrest. A lot of positions here to fit all our backs. So in terms of space, okay, let me just position it first. Okay, so this is my position. I got a lot of room. I feel relaxed. I feel hindi ako not feeling claustrophobic, and I feel fine. Now if you go to the back, without touching what I have in the front, space, I am 6 feet tall. And as you can see, my knees are not touching my driver's seat. So if I have the same build as the driver in front, na ganito rin kahaba, ganito ka rin kalaki, ganito ka payat, ganito ka sexy, kasya tayo lahat. So if I can fit here, smaller people can definitely even fit here more. I mean, this is for comfort riding for the family. I mean, you can fit a lot of people here. There's so much space, so much room. It's not going to be ideal for bringing a lot of luggage if you have people already at the back seat. But kung kayong dalawa lang and you gotta haul a lot of stuff, you can still put the seat forward. So if you're looking for whole family plus luggage na marami, that's gonna be a different type of vehicle. 30 kilometers an hour. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay, that's hard braking right there. 3, 2, 1. So I like this subcompact. I like it so much that I want to buy one. Now for me, it's a choice between the S or the RS because basically yung V, tinetake out ko na siya sa equation sa pagpili ko kasi masyado na siyang dikit dun sa RS eh. If it's gonna be between the V or the RS, no questions asked. I'm gonna go for the RS variant already. Ngayon yung S versus the RS version, mas significant yung price difference natin. And yan yung pwede natin himayan. The price difference between the S and the RS is 350,000 pesos. And that, at least for me, is substantial. Marami na ako magagawa sa 350,000 pesos, di ba? Ang mga mag-a-attract sa S version ay yung mga taong walang pakialam sa turbo, is not too worried about the limitations ng yung ino-offer niya ng mga kulay for the S version, won't really mind too much with the wheels. If that is how you're gonna think about this, sure. But since I'm going for financing, 20% down and 60-month term, I'm leaning towards now the top of the line. Why? Kasi in the future, if you think about it, you would want to go with the car wherein you're gonna lose the least money. Kasi second-hand market, bumababa ng presyo, di ba? This is depreciating assets, ika nga. If I'm in the second-hand market at bagsak na yung presyo, ang hahanapin ko na dyan automatically, everybody's gonna gun for the top of the line at pababaan ng milyahe at pinakasariwang kotse. Yan ang gusto ng lahat. There's that time element nga. Since I'm not cashing out the money right away, the money that I have on hand, I can do for other things, for business, pay other things, di ba? May value yung utang sa akin. So, sa akin lang, kung uutangin ko lang ito, doon na ako sa top of the line. I am gonna gun for opal white. I love this color. It looks really nice to my eye. And then parang alanganin siya na madumi. So parang hindi ako pressure na kailangan siyang linisin maya't maya. And hindi siya gasgasin selan. Not like black, straight black, sobrang gasgasin. Konting ano lang, papansin mo na kagad. Puti, libagi naman, di ba? Eto, parang libag na siya na puti. So I like the opal white. So overall, I think if there are any improvements that we can hope for the HRV, remember, we're talking about a subcompact crossover SUV under the 2 million peso range. A lot of those cars in the 2.5 and up million range are already trying to compete with the cars that are in the 3 million and up. We're talking about your BMs, your Benzes, and all of these European brands, right? So eto si Honda coming up with a pretty good offering at under 2 million, 1.7 plus. And if you think about it, ang pinaka-selling point sa akin dito is the space. The feel and the energy when I'm sitting in that cabin is SUV. Kaya ako natutuwa dyan. So that said, it's a pretty compelling offer. Especially to those na magkakasya ito, it's gonna go for the S variant. That's also pretty good value right there. So one of the challenges that I see here, is there a way that maybe Honda can incorporate more high-end-ishness inside? There are some plastics in there that I wish could be better. It's these little things that could have upped the game even more, diba? To truly say na the HRV RS can really go head-to-head with some of the 2.5, 2.8 million crossovers out there. This HRV has the potential to be a classic. It's that Honda classic papuntang type of design that I see. So there you have it, the Honda HRV RS with sensing. Makina Auto Features. This is Zach. Ciao.